So the Gods of Destruction, it has been revealed that they are chosen and they're not just born into the role. You already have to be insanely strong as it is to even be considered. Universe 11 is in the process of choosing another God of Destruction, so I was thinking, if anything ever happened to Beerus, who would be the next choice? Of course, nothing's going to happen to Beerus, but on the tiniest chance that something does, he is every possible character that could fit into the role of God of Destruction for Universe 7. Starting this off is the most obvious choice, and that is Goku. Goku has already been offered a role to become God of Destruction, but just like when Kami offered him to be God of Earth, he turned it down because that's just not who Goku is. However, I do want to bring this up because it is a really cool idea. There's this belief, I guess you could say, that during the Tournament of Power, Goku is going to perform so well that Xeno specifically asks him to be the new god of Universe 7. Take that idea however way you think, but honestly, if Xeno really was that impressed with Goku, I could see him spending a lot more time around him, but overall, Goku's potential to be the next God of Destruction, he has the skill, but I don't see him doing it. 15% chance. The next choice is almost just as obvious as Goku. There is Vegeta. Vegeta being on the same level as Goku means that he is strong enough to be God of Destruction right now. If something did happen to Beerus, realistically the only options right now would be Goku or Vegeta. And you would think that it would be Vegeta based on his past, but I mean Vegeta's turning into a real family man, and he's said before that the only reason he's training is so Goku doesn't get too far ahead of him. I feel like if he had to, he would become the new God of Destruction, but only if he had to. There are a lot more people in Universe 7 a few years down the line who could fill the role just as well. I give Vegeta a 20% chance. Next up is Gohan. Out of everyone who would be eligible in Universe 7, Gohan would have the least desire to become a God of Destruction. It goes against everything his character is, and the only reason I'm bringing him up is because he has the strength. Other than that, Gohan's character is not a God of Destruction. 1% chance. There have been a few different versions of Trunks, but the only one that could become a God of Destruction for Universe 7 is Kid Trunks. Obviously not straight away, but down the line when he's an adult, Trunks is still a kid, so his character isn't set in stone. He has time to develop into a man, and although it's not going to happen, he would be eligible to be a God of Destruction if he trains and if he has God Ki. But the biggest thing is, if we go off the end of Dragon Ball Z, he was a lot like Goten and didn't care much at all about getting stronger or fighting, so 5% chance. So the first real candidate for the next God of Destruction, realistically, is Majin Buu. Now Majin Buu is a lot like Beerus in that he can live for a very long time, and just recently in Dragon Ball Super he was training for only 2 hours and his strength increased to where he was able to take on base form Goku. The only downside to Majin Buu is, just like a majority of the people in Universe 7, their character is just not fit for the job. Majin Buu swore to his best friend that he would never kill again, and I don't see him breaking that promise. As long as there is no evil in Buu, his chances are not very high, but still 15%. Moving on to the next one, it is Piccolo. Piccolo already has a god living inside of him, and I do think he would make a good God of Destruction. The only problem would be his strength. Piccolo has kind of hit a limit with how strong he is. He's not getting any insane boosts in power like Majin Buu or even Krillin. However, even if he did somehow gain the strength, it's just not something that will ever happen, so 4% chance. These final two are both humans, so I'll cover them together. The first one is Tien. Tien hasn't been around at all in Dragon Ball Super. He's got an episode coming up soon, but right now there's been nothing. The only reason he's here is because he trains hard and he's in the upcoming tournament for a reason, so his chances not that high, 2%. The next human is Oob, and I really think this one has all the potential in the world. Oob right now in Dragon Ball Super is 4, maybe 5 years old. We know that he meets Goku when he's 10 years old, but that's where the story ends. Dragon Ball Z finishes with Goku flying off with Oob, and it's unknown what he did or how strong Oob became. For Goku at that point in the series to even be interested in Oob, he would have to have the potential of a God of Destruction, and I think it could tie in really well with the story of all the gods. They could do anything with Oob. He is the utility character for Dragon Ball Super, and if they want to make him cool, he would become a god. Anyway, that has been every possible Universe 7 candidate for God of Destruction. Just a reminder that Beerus isn't going anywhere. He's going to be in the story for a very long time, but eventually, if Dragon Ball Super keeps going, the Gods of Destruction do get replaced, so these are things to start thinking about. And so far, these are the best candidates. So let me know what you think. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next Dragon Ball video.